everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel today. So, US Weekly came out with a new article that looks like a recycled art news, really, because that's what everyone is doing, recycling news, trying to make sure the attachment to Harry and Meghan stays, and whatever it is that Harry and Meghan are doing is still tied back to the royal family. We can see that recently in how they talk about the jam and how they're trying to use that to say that Meghan was trying to step on Kate's news cycle. And we have seen in the past where the UK royals can't even keep their diary straight over there. In May of last year, Kate and the king showed up at the same event. So Meghan, a continent away and time zones away, should not be expected to keep up with that family. And didn't the king just hold a garden party on the 10th anniversary of Invictus? Back in 2022, didn't the king hold his coronation on his grandson's birthday? There is Boris Johnson, who it was a former prime minister, just says releasing a memoir that was supposed to come out in October. He announced that today, but the king is also having an event today. Is that stepping on the king's news cycle, or Boris Johnson is going about doing his own business, even though he's in the UK? So everybody should be allowed to do their own business. But when you hear the UK media speaking for the royal family, and of course the other minions online that are trying to work their hardest for the UK royals, you would never know that they're living in separate continents and household, and one is funded by taxpayers and one isn't. But back to the US Weekly article, where it's coming out and saying that Camilla is blocking Harry from seeing the king, and there it talked about Christopher Anderson is giving some sort of commentary in US Weekly to say that William and Harry resented Camilla. We knew this. William is now acting like he and Camilla are buddies. Who knows? They're there. They have a system and a ranking that they adhere to, and that's fine over there. But what they're bringing up is something's old news that we know. But what I find to be so disingenuous in all of this article that is coming up, I go back to February. I always go back to February when the king provided escort for Harry and he saw Harry alone when the king wanted to tell the world that he was sick. He did not have a problem seeing Harry, or if Harry had any stipulations. He didn't have a problem meeting any stipulation because he wanted to use Harry as he has always used Harry. And now he's trying to make it seem as if it's all Camilla's fault. Camilla, of course, the villainous queen. I'm sure that doesn't hurt her reputation any, because everybody's always talking about how conniving and how cunning she is. But the king is the one that's conniving and cunning. He can see Harry if he wants to. He is the king. And yes, the article talks about him being weak. He is too. But I'll contend two things is that the king resents anyone that his mother is fond of, and that the king resents Harry for reminding him of Princess Diana. And on top of that, Harry went and married Meghan, who has attributes of Princess Diana. And so, regardless of anything that he might want to say that Harry did, those things will always work against Prince Harry. So when you hear the king, giving out these briefings about the various interview and book and documentary that may have caused this rift, this is not so, as we all know. William and Harry had begged their father, as Harry said in his book, not to marry Camilla. So it was very clear from a long time ago, if not to anyone else, to Charles, that they did not like Camilla. So putting out this message now that it was because of what he said about Camilla, yeah, maybe because he said it on the world stage, but His father already knew how he felt. So all of this pulling up of history to justify what he's now doing because he has the ultimate power is just what I'd call gaslighting the public. While they're having all these parties when there are people that are barely making ends meet, and the UK is having a crisis, a cost of living crisis. So nobody's talking about that. They're busy talking if the king is going to see his grandchildren, or if Harry and Meghan are coming over, and if Meghan is selling her jam. Harry and Meghan provide the perfect distraction for all that they're doing over there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode today. Please comment, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.